According to all the polls, Hillary Clinton holding a significant lead among black voters. But then that didn't stop a historically black church from endorsing Donald Trump over the weekend. Antioch Road to Glory International Ministries held an event that included speeches about the growing racial divide under President Obama, the history of strong ties between the Republican Party and the black community, and hope for an improved economy under President Donald Trump. And it seems unlikely that while some people have written off Donald Trump on the black vote, many think if he can get his message to them, he's got a very good chance of proving these polls wrong. One of them, Omarosa Manigault, she's Trump campaign senior advisor for African American outreach. Omarosa, thanks for coming on the show.
Hey, Charles.
Hey, you were at this event, yes, over the weekend, right?
Yes, I actually preached the sermon for this event. I did. They invited me to deliver the word for this occasion, and I was happy to do it.
So tell us all about it. How did this endorsement come about? And explain to the audience the significance of this particular church.
Well, this church actually reached out to one of our coalition members, Dr. Darrell Scott and Mark Burns, and said that they were very interested in endorsing Donald Trump, that their entire congregation was supporting Donald Trump and his policies. And so we, saw that they did this and had a proclamation that they wanted to advance and read. And so they shared it with us. And I thought it was remarkable because it's not the first church that we heard from, and it will not be the first service that you'll see where we're reaching out through the black community, but more importantly through the faith-based community in the African-American community as well.
I had some guests on earlier, Donald Trump supporters who love to see him out pressing the flesh with just about everyone, but particularly with blacks and Hispanics, just sort of talking to them one-on-one, thinking that would not only resonate with black voters, but even suburban voters.
Well, we have such an incredible strategy that we are putting in place, and we are playing a little catch-up. We have to acknowledge that, the numbers traditionally for the Republican Party has always been in a single digit with African Americans, but we are going to try to change that and change the political playbook in terms of how we engage these voters. They have reached out and have said that what has happened in the last 7 years of Democratic reign has not improved the conditions in their community, and they do believe that Donald Trump will be able to make a change. And so we're hearing from and we're getting contacted by so many different congregations, and I'm very excited to see us make inroads in the African-American community.
Is it just as simple as sort of asking people to sort of have an epiphany or, kind of think about what's gone on, not just in the past 7.5 years, but in these cities where Democrats have been in charge for a long time? Almost every one of them, the longer a Democrat has been in charge, the worse black people are doing.
Absolutely. And the numbers, they don't lie. When you look at what has happened in the last 7 years and you ask African Americans, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago, than before Barack Obama took office 7 years ago? And many of them say no. They see that they have struggles with just basically filling up their gas tanks or even filling prescriptions, and they want help and they want to see a change, and they believe that Donald Trump will be the one who's able to make that change.
Omarosa, real quick, I want to ask you about the women vote. Donald Trump talked about this child care tax policy today. I thought it was a smart move and something that's really growing in popularity. Was that deliberate with respect to the women vote, or is it because I know Ivanka, his daughter, has talked to him about this?
Yeah, Ivanka's very influential in terms of advising Donald, and this is something that all of the women who are a part of this campaign and a part of his life are very passionate about. He does listen, he takes great counsel, and we know that women are important to this election, but more importantly, they set the tone of what's going to happen in the fall. And so you will see Donald Trump making inroads with women as well as the African American community. And I'm very excited about the next couple of weeks and what this campaign is going to do for America.
Well, I hope you do me a favor and at least record your next sermon, because I would love to hear it.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Right. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Good to see you, Charles.